Sorry about that. Welcome. Good morning, afternoon, and evening. Hope everyone is doing well with, everything is doing well with you all. What else do I say? Konnichiwa, konkumi. I'm gonna be taking you guys on an adventure in a bit. But first, you know, let's go with the comfy table. Hold on, let me pull out my teacup. There we go. It's also something to fidget with. Ratutations. Also gamer. Oh wait, I'm holding a teacup and I just popped open a can. I popped open a can with my feet. Under the table. You didn't even see that. But yeah, I spent some time setting up some new background or some new sets. So I'm gonna take you on a little adventure. Although we'll probably chill here a lot because this is kind of like my comfort zone, you know, the washitsu with the kotatsu. Although, you know, freshening it up with different situations is probably good sometimes, you know. But yeah, welcome Sean, hey Coney, welcome Lottery, hey Fruit, welcome Muns, hey Temp. Kumiko no Kimyo na Boken. Yes. Well, see, my album name is kind of like a dual reference to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. So Yomadani Kumiko's Excellent Adventure, and then also having like what Itoshiki Experience and Yomichi Requiem as two of the tracks. Experience and Requiem. Where have we ever heard that from? Yeah, you did spell it wrong. It's Kimyo, Kimyo. Let me spell it in chat just to style on you. I mean, wait, if I can't even get to the chat. And also so you can hear ASMR. Hold on, let me put down my teacup so it's more realistic. And type on my keyboard underneath the table. It's... yeah, Kimyo. Well, I think I use this kanji in the title, but that's the hiragana of it. But yeah, get styled on. It was actually funny. There was a Granblue event where I forget what it was called. I think it was another like JoJo's parody. It was like Tira's Bizarre Adventure, and someone was like, it's funny because it's a different experience in BA localizers versus Granblue localizers, because with Granblue localizers, some people are annoyed about it, but I think overall, people are more fine with it than the BA one. Even though Granblue has had its own like modifications. One reason being that Granblue is done entirely in-house, so the translators are talking to the Japanese writers directly. Also, and that also like helps like preserve the intent in a lot of cases. Like I remember someone was complaining like, oh, Chihira's Bizarre Adventure, the translators added, or localizers added like a JoJo reference when there wasn't one. And I'm like, wait, it was a JoJo reference in Japanese, and you can see that just by switching the language to Japanese and looking. Because it was like, it was Kimyo no Boken, which is the Japanese title of JoJo's, so most people don't seem to give a shit in the Granblue end. Yeah, and that's also because the EN fan base is a little bit like, here's the thing. Like, Granblue has its own issues with dumbing down some of the fan service and a little bit in a couple spots. And a little bit of change of wordings, I think, to avoid like too much controversy. Like the Tiger's Fate episodes were like really toned down in suggestiveness. It was pretty sad. But you can turn the language to Japanese, and of course the voices are in Japanese, so you can hear what's being. But the thing is that the English-speaking fan bases of Granblue and Blue Archive are different, because the Granblue English-speaking fan base is like, there's a lot more antis, and like anti-leaning sentiments, because you have there are definitely like people that are just like, oh, Granblue always pandering to like the people that complain about lolis and will, show their obvious disdain for the loli fan service or other stuff, Basically, yeah, there's a fair bit of normie sentiment in the Granblue Ian-verse. So the times they do dumb it down, it's not really as talked about, or as like, it doesn't bring as much of an uproar because there's a bunch of people that are like in support of it. Whereas in BA fandom, most people BA has been pretty good at like gatekeeping tourists, so most people like actually in the fandom itself are gonna have issues with them toning down the fan service, as they should. Although the thing is that I also think you have to still, even when you're exposing this, you have to be careful not to like go overboard. And eventually you see like everything is like potentially like change, even though like you can't just do one-to-one translation, or else you're no better than really machine translation. And machine translation is not perfect. But like, you have to be careful not to like make mountains out of molehills, basically. For some of the cases are like egregious, like, oh, they actually took whole scenes out and they completely changed the dialogue. Other ones are like, they left stuff out, but it's like contextual and it's obvious, and it's like it makes sense to leave out in English. Like the one I saw recently, like the focus on the document sensei, where Aru says like, focus on the document sensei in English, that's what it says. But in Japanese she says something like, oh, like, don't focus on me, focus on the documents, right? And it's like, oh, they took out the whole, oh, don't focus on me, but like it's so it's obvious. I mean, if a girl is looking at you and you're looking at a girl and the girl is like, focus on, like, you know, put your eyes on that, and is all flustered, obviously it's because they think you're looking at her, right? And so it doesn't make sense any other case, right? Why is she blushing when she says focus? If she was like stern and like focus on the document, sensei, like that'd be one thing, but she was all like flustered and wearing like a dress and everything. Like, so it's like that's not really an issue. Like that they're not really hiding anything, you know? Like what are they gonna add? Like oh, it's kinda like if there was a dialogue where someone was like, eyes up here, sensei. But in the Japanese, they were like, hey, don't look at my breast, eyes up here. And someone was like, oh my god, they took out the don't look at my breast part. All they said was eyes up here. It's like, it's pretty much implied already. Like, you don't have to add it. Like, it'd be dumb if the line was like, hey, eyes up here because you're looking at my breast. Like, that's like, that feels so obvious. Eyes down here, please. It's like, I don't know, like, you it's good. The problem with that is that if you make issues out of those, then it like makes the people who would just complain that like everyone's just overblowing things, it gives them more credibility, and you don't want to give them more credibility because there's a lot of actual bullshit, you know. And you also don't want to like focus attention away on stuff that like doesn't really matter. It's not an actual issue. Why bother if it's not that hard to put the whole thing? One, because, well, I mean, I don't know. There's a certain thing to be said for succinctness. And also like the naturalness of speaking it in English. Like I was thinking about it, and like if you just translate it one to one, it sounds kind of like an awkward sentence. It literally sounds like the whole eyes up here because you're focusing on my breasts. Like it sounds really like it sounds more fine in Japanese, but in English it sounds like too much. I don't know. Why even bother? It's not a matter of why even bother if it's not that hard. It's why even bother if it's... Why even bother if you can say it more elegantly or more succinctly, because English has, you know, and Japanese have particular... I mean, they do that in like reverse translation all the time, like, or in translation from like English to Japanese. Yeah, it's not like it's meant to be read in English, so it's gonna sound funny. So you have to take the intent and the meaning, and then you have to put that together and then make it sound decent in English. So you want to make it a little less clunky. So yeah, that's a minor issue. Like, I mean, I might have tried to have it more closer to the actual whole structure of like what was said in Japanese, but I also think that not is already like you're already saying enough information there. Oh yeah, Batman's totally gonna lean into literal translation. Just learn Japanese, jeez. That's all you gotta do. Why are you complaining about translation? Just learn Japanese. I'm kidding. I need to get better at Japanese myself, like, honestly. So I can free myself from the bonds of English. Maybe I can try to learn Granblue Japanese. So I don't have to, so I don't, like, the nice part about Granblue is you can switch to Japanese at any time. There's a lot of visual novel content in it. So it's a great way to practice. Because if you can watch the same scene in English and then in Japanese, and you can watch it in English, you can read it in English first with hearing the Japanese, and then you can read the Japanese version and stuff. It's probably pretty good to practice. I haven't used it that much. Granblue of Furigana? I don't think so. That would be like too much. I mean, there's kanji and descriptions. I mean, the descriptions are gonna be difficult, and I don't think there's furigana, but like all the voice lines are voice acted. Like everything is voice acted in Granblue, except for like the fates of the SR and R characters, like the non-main character. They don't voice them fully. They just have like shortened voice lines, like oh, affirmative, blah blah blah. Yeah, Granblue has a shit ton. Like, it's funny. Like, you know Kugimiya Rie, who did like Taiga and like Luis, and you know the tsundere queen voice actor. She also does V, or Virn, from Granblue, and she's probably done more lines for V than she has for like every other role combined at this point, I swear. Because there's so much voice acting in Granblue, and V has been like the mascot character since the beginning, and is everywhere the main character is. So it's like, I feel like she's probably done more voices for that little dragon than like any other character combined. And then you know, Granblue just has a plaque that she can hang up on her wall that just says, you know, don't forget you're here forever, you know. I don't know what they do to get the voice actors to sign in blood to like dedicate the rest of their life to always doing voice for. I don't know. I haven't heard of anybody like stop being a voice actor that wasn't because of like death. In Granblue. And even in cases where like that voice actor got like controversied, and then like, you know how in typical, like when there's like a scandal involving a celeb or voice actor or something, that they like don't get work anymore and their career is kind of ruined to some degree, except for like what they already had. Like Takahiro Sakurai had like this whole like affair bullshit happen, and his name got besmirched, but like he's like so many roles in Granblue, because he voices like Lucifer, Lucilius, Lucio, yeah, and basically those three, and they're like three like major plot characters. Toru Furuya? I'm not familiar. Takahiro Sakurai got off easy, yeah. I mean, he's still doing like all his roles and shit. Anyway, we got to talking for a little bit. I should maybe consider doing the main event. Hold on. Housewarming party. And I'm not getting a new house. We're going on an adventure, so I'm taking you places. Here, first place is going to be a nostalgic one for some of you, but if some of you remember it, but like, hold on. Ta-da! This we're outside, kind of. But this is like one of like my first Zatsudan chat backgrounds from back in the day, like within the first like few months of my streaming, I think. I don't remember when I got together the Zatsudan stuff for like the Washitsu and the Kotatsu and everything, but that was not for a little while in. You wasn't here for this. Dun dun dun. Yeah, this is ancient Kumiko stuff. But I thought it might be nice to bring back every so often. I mean, it doesn't look bad or anything. I do feel a little exposed, but I guess I feel that way. I'll feel that way in other cases too. Hold on, let me. How am I gonna go between one and the other? This is the inside of my shrine? Wait, this is the inside of my shrine? Don't you mean outside? The coughing is new. No, the coughing is new as of as of like post Christmas, cause that was cause I did the Pokemon draw stream in like the early weeks of January. Here, first locale I'll take you to. It might look a little familiar, but we're gonna go to the arcade. Oh, I don't have arcade music. Hold on. Is this arcade music? But oh, I should probably put something in my description where these backgrounds are from. Fuck. I fought a mean gamer here. Legend of Zindala. Was that what it was called in BA? Yeah, as you can see, I've gotten some BA backgrounds. Cause why not? You know, if I get sued, that would be really funny, and I would make content over it. But it's not like I'm not gonna credit people. Watch out, I'll make content. But yeah, we can play, oh man, hold on. I need to prepare. I realize I should have like ambiance for this next one. So let me Okay. Is that a Minesweeper cam? Yeah, you know, this is my arcade, so I didn't take you to just any arcade. I own an arcade, of course. That would actually be a pretty rad job. I mean, it's probably not. It's probably difficult too, but like that would be like a rad fantasy job. Like I own an arcade. Yeah, it's my arcade. It's mine now. I planted a flag on top. That's how you take ownership, right? They don't know that I planted a flag on top, but too bad for them, it still has power. Let me see, It's the power of manifest destiny, or manifest arcade in this instance. Here, we will go to somewhere else. Ta-da! Look, we're outside. Look at it, I can go. Let me go over to the tent over here. See, it's so real. Looks familiar. Yes. Let's see, hey, look at that! It's night. Let me use my goddess powers. Wow! It's daytime now. It still sounds like nighttime, though. That's because it was an illusion. Let me walk up to you. Wait, I gotta... It's very early morning. I'm going insane. No, I think you're fine. Oh, what else do I have? I like this one. We need to stay on this one for a while. I need to actually, come to think of it, I need to like, I don't know, I'll figure out something to make my, like, I have my scenes, but I need to make them spiffier. Like maybe like have background sounds pre-installed versus me having to play them on the side, so it's easier to switch to. Well, get ready for this next zone that I'm sure all of you will like very much. I call it the Thunderstorm Inferno. No, I'm just kidding. Coughing is not a permanent fixture, right? What? What coughing? What? Then are you complaining? Coffee was never there. But Raichu was. Wait, Raichu's a little big. There we go. See, it's a wild creature. Hey, thank you, Sean, for the membership gift, and welcome Olivia to the membership or the snug ship. It's actually Raichu's chirping. Welcome. Hey, don't call out the lurkers. Nobody saw anything suspicious here. Yeah, I kind of just want to stay on this one. Like, I like the ASMR. I really enjoyed just like relaxing to like ASMR. Honestly, like, I honestly like don't relax to music as often as I relax to just ASMR. Cause like, I don't know, when I'm listening to music, I'm usually like, it usually makes me think and makes me feel things. So I usually listen to music in like the car when I'm driving. You know, to keep me busy while I'm driving, you know, or to keep my well, you know. What, protein bars? I don't know. It's helpful to have something on in the car versus complete silence sometimes. Although I do drive in complete silence sometimes and just like think about stuff. That might be weird. But I usually don't mind driving around in silence. Sometimes. You brought protein bars? Yeah, we can have curry. I made curry semi recently. Is thinking weird? No, I feel you when you're doing like a monotonous task. Having music does help. I've had jobs before where like the only way I survived as long as I did was having music, but like music, but I guess my mind working too hard nowadays, so I can't use it to sleep anymore. Yeah, that's fair. It's easier for me to sleep to ASMR. Overdrive with internal AMVs. You sleep to nothing? I mean, I usually sleep to nothing. There was a time where I was trying to sleep to ASMR to help me sleep, and it worked to a degree, but usually now I just try to exhaust myself, which sometimes takes longer than I expect. But ASMR is good when I'm like tired to sleep, but I'm like maybe feeling like anxious or something. It can help keep from thinking too much. Although typically I'll be slipping off into bed thinking about stuff, and then at some point I fall asleep and I'm waking up next thing I know, you know. let's see, do I want... Here, we'll go to another background, because I did have at least a few backgrounds prepared. Look, it's the beach. Here, let me... The beach is colder at night. Yes. Let me put on my thigh highs. Actually, wait. I thought of a way to make this better. Hold on. Okay, okay, let's try this. Now I can move around a little bit more. Oh. Wow. Yeah, it's kind of trippy, isn't it? Whoa. I usually am more static, but... there's... Hold on. Did I just realized that this ASMR has, like, a campfire sound. Let me add this. There we go. We got a bonfire. We can't buy food because all the stalls are... Oh, they're all closed right now? Hold on a second. Let me use my powers of standing in place for hours at a time. 10 hours later. Whoosh. It's just like Fallout or any adventure game. All you have to do is just hit wait 10 hours. Now you can go buy stuff. Actually, wait, do I have appropriate music? Hey, welcome Gomez, welcome. Have a good evening, although currently, as you can see, it's a sunny daytime at the beach. Hold on, there we go. Now it's all bright. Yeah, I hope people are doing well. Let's see, how many more did I have? I think These are the main ones I wanted to see. I have like 2 more. Yeah, one or 2 more, really. Although I could just show you these 3. I wanted to at least show 3 new ones. You missed the beach? 2 years since I go to the beach? Oh my god, I haven't been to the beach in like... When's the last time I've been to the beach? Well, technically, I did go. I was in the Bay in San Francisco when I went to Off-Kai, and sorta went by the beach. We didn't really go on the beach. We did go in the Bay and watch people fish, but outside of that, I haven't really been to the beach in so long. Probably like a decade. Pretty much always within walking distance of a beach. Jeez. Weird JoJo power. What would the stand name be? I don't know anymore because the days have been too hot. It's been hot lately, although it's been cooling down. I've been enjoying the fact that it's been cooler. Doesn't help that you live in beachland. Yes. The land of beaches. Hey, welcome to Brazil. Wait, I was gonna say welcome from Brazil. That doesn't make sense because I'm not in Brazil. Welcome to Brazil? That's not something people say though, is it? Welcome Brazil. I actually don't know much about Brazil besides that Jetstream Sam is Brazilian. So all of my and also I forget if it's because he's Brazilian or because he's Jetstream Sam that he can double jump, but yeah. Brazilians can double jump. But yeah, welcome. Are Brazilians the ones that go... Which... I forget. Are Brazilians the ones that go hue hue hue? Or is it ja ja ja? Or who says what? I forget. I just remember that there's like... laughter that's memed on. I forget where it is. I remember different types of laughter. Well, yeah, I know about Brazilian waxing. K. Isn't like BR one? Or is that just... I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm not exactly I'm pretty far from beaches generally. I'm not really ja 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 is Spanish, right? Is it? Hue 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 is a meme. Is it? Okay. I know Kek is from WoW. The orc lol goes Kek. Let's see. Here, let's go to another scene. Hey look, we're in the city. This is the city ambiance I found. Also, Sam from Elderberry could be Jewish descendant because his last name Rodriguez. Time for some shopping. This city actually looks a lot like Akiba. Of course, there's another Blue Archive background, but it reminds me of Akiba. I enjoyed being in Akiba. It's pretty great that I was in Akiba long enough to get sick of it. Slightly sick of it. I wasn't like sick of it, but I was like, okay, I'm fine with leaving Akiba. You know how like you'd be like, oh, I don't want to leave. No, I was like, oh, I'm done. Like on the last day, like, you know, like we are pretty much like we had shopped enough. And besides the Makura the Makira pillow that I won after much trials and tribulations. Out on the town, Kumiko, yes. Hold on, let me put my hat on because we're out on the town. Actually, wait. Wait, hold on a second. I'll do you one better. Ta-da! Look at this casual. It's casual mode. Ace Attorney. I need to finish Trials and Tribulations. Oh yeah, that's an Ace Attorney game, isn't it? Oh wait, maybe I'm moving too much. I don't know. I can't people know. Well, it's honestly not quite hoodie weather yet. Given about probably in like a couple weeks to a month we'll be getting there. Hell, you miss seeing this one? Really? You miss it? There's a reason I mostly use the other model is because this one is not well. One that the other model is like more my like main outfit, main VTuber outfit. Well, this one is now my like casual, although it was my first form, you know. Yeah, Maharaga crown on your head. What's Maharaga crown? This is my halo. Jujutsu Kaisen? Really? I don't know what that... I know of Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah, it's not exactly... The design is not anywhere close to that. I guess it's a similar because it's a halo, but that's also like it's Blue Archive though. He's got a funny wheel over his head. Oh. Reminds me of Kagutsuchi from what was it? Mahime, I think. Was it? Mahime had really good music, by the way. That was like Yuki Kajiura's one of her earlier things. And the music is just amazing. Hold on, I need like music. There we go. Look, we're out in the city during the day. Can we cross the street now? There are no cars coming? Okay. Too bad I didn't like prepare a car. Just there. I have walked across the street. But now I'm way over here, so I'm gonna come back. I'm back. Why should I back up? Am I too close? This mode is bad because you can see me fidget more. Closer? That was fast. What can I say? Don't sneeze on me? Why are you gonna assume I'm gonna sneeze on you? That doesn't make any sense. I wonder what else we should do. I was thinking about if I wanna like play a game or if I just wanna like end early. Maybe ending early would be good, because I got stuff that I wanna do, but I did wanna have a stream where I like showed off new stuff for the stream itself, since I haven't really updated stuff in a while. I mainly was just using the washitsu with the kotatsu. So now we can have a little more variety. I need to like add in the ASMR on its own so it's more easy to switch on the fly. But you might be seeing some of these around. There's still many places to go. This is pretty much the last one. This is pretty much the last one. There's like one more, but I might leave that a surprise. That one's kind of... We'll see. What was I gonna say? Yeah, we went to a bunch of places. We got the beach, the city, the camp, the arcade, and the old chat. That's like 5 new places. I'm still very close to you. Hold on. Arcade Center? Yes, we went to the Arcade Center. Whoosh. Oh no, the city ASMR doesn't make sense anymore. It still sounds decent though, so maybe I'll leave it. Claw machine time again. Oh yeah. Maybe I'll go over here and play the pinball machine. I want to get the big plush Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh man, I used to love that when going to like fairs and stuff, trying to get the big ass prizes. I've gotten them a few times. Then the issue is having to carry it everywhere. Sonic Movie 3 trailer? Nope. I never watched any of the Sonic movies. Honestly. I'm kind of a crappy Sonic fan. I used to be a fan back in the day when I was little, like in the Sonic 2 and 3 days. But I never made like a Sonic OC before. I was not that far in. And I never wrote any Sonic the Hedgehog fan fiction. Keanu's voicing Shadow, really? That's really funny. I believe it though. Like, Keanu's probably popular or capitalizing on his meme ability, or somebody is capitalizing on meme ability there, I don't know. I guess it wouldn't be too bad if I played a little bit of a game. If I was gonna end anyway, I could just pop into Against the Storm and play a little bit more. Since I do have a little bit of time to... I think I want to end by the 2-hour point at most, but if I go for... any time between like now and 2, but I can probably go for a while longer. Hey, welcome Slim. Welcome, welcome. You're just in time. We're at the arcade right now. As you can see, we went to a few different places, like the beach and the city, and the campsite, and my old chat, which is outdoors, basically. Unleashed PS3 is so much better. Sonic Unleashed, is that the one where he becomes like a werewolf or a werehog? I don't know, what is it? I don't know what that would be. Is it a werehog? Is that actually what they call it? That makes sense. I guess combining it the other way wouldn't make sense if you called them like a hedge wolf. It's actually decent combat, just not for a Sonic game. I see. Honestly, like, Sonic to me will always be the 2D Sonics, because I think even when like Sonic Adventure came out, I didn't really play, like, I didn't have a Dreamcast, and I never played I kind of fell out of love with the Sonic series a bit. 2D Sonic is basically a different kind of game entirely than 3D, but I like them both. We had a Dreamcast. A number of people that I used to know, because you can like really easily burn CDs. You could burn copies of like Dreamcast CDs, and I think like Dreamcast could just like straight up play copies of CDs without modification, which was kind of funny. Cause I remember it was good in like the modding scene or in the, you know, that scene. The Dreamcast control is weird. It is pretty weird. It's not as weird as like the N64 is though in terms of controllers. I was totally on board with the N64. Although I eventually like jumped on the PlayStation bandwagon because I was sick and tired of being in the wrong game for the JRPG, or being in the wrong console for JRPGs. Because I had a Genesis and I wanted a SNES because all the JRPGs were on it, so I borrowed my borrowed family's SNES and rented a lot of games and played a lot of SNES stuff. And then when the next gen came out, I went in on getting N64, but then like all the Final Fantasy and other bullshit was coming out on PlayStation, and I was like, God damn it. And then eventually I finally just bought a PlayStation. But at that point I was like old enough to be able to afford a PlayStation. Sad that Sega doesn't make consoles anymore, and eventually it seems Xbox is going to stop making consoles. Yeah. I would say that's sad, but like, I honestly don't play consoles these days. All my gaming is PC and mobile. I haven't really used the console in depth since like the 3DS. And the PS2, Like, we got a PS3, but we didn't really use it that much. And then the same thing goes with the PS4. PlayStation and Nintendo will be the only ones left. And whoever's making like mod consoles. I don't know. I could place them against the storm, but debatable on PlayStation. Xbox probably go first at the big three either way. Yeah. I think the future will be cell phones will become little PCs. I mean, they are basically little PCs already, especially if you're on Android. In terms of like power, but like in terms of functionality, I mean, I feel like PCs are still gonna have an edge in at least the ability for you to be free to do stuff. But I don't know. I'm the type of person that spends a lot of time in front of a computer, so games like GTA 6 will be able to be run on cell phones. I don't know. I feel like the overheating problem is still gonna be big. You're still gonna have issues. And things have advanced a lot, but there's still a little ways off. I mean, there's still a gap between like the sort of stuff that you can put in a reasonable PC and shrinking that down to a phone, especially price-wise. Smartphones will be made of ice. Huh? I don't know. I was pretty late. I was a pretty late adopter of smartphones. Like I didn't get my first smartphone until the iPhone 4. In like in grad school. So in like the early 10s. Like before that, I actually had a BlackBerry before that for a little while. And then before that I had like a Razor. I definitely like Android more. I eventually switched to Android, I'm trying to think when I switched to Android. Sometime after grad school I switched to Android. Gumi, go help you can get the big plush Sonic the Hedgehog. Aww. It'll be okay. I actually, my favorite when I was younger was Tails. I always liked Tails. Funny enough, you have the new... Are the cars racing outside? Maybe, you never know what those wily cars will do. I thought Tails was a girl. No, I never really thought that. I honestly think since the beginning I always just thought Tails was a little fox boy. Although I did see the theories of like Tails being a girl and stuff. And like the gender bend is always fun, but Zero? I don't know anything about Zero. I don't know who that is. I'm trying to think. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not familiar with Zero. Oh, I thought you were talking about Sonic Zero. Which is apparently like a robot. Zero with the long hair. Oh, you thought Zero was a girl? I don't know. I also thought Zero was a guy. But yeah, I liked Zero. I played a fair bit of Mega Man X. Like that. Mega Man X is one game that I could complete and 100% without a guide on my own. Get all the heart containers and everything. I should be able to. I wonder if I still could. I should try again. And I'd have to double check to make sure that I'm doing the Hadouken thing right, but I could pretty much 100% Mega Man X. I want to play it at some point. I probably will play Mega Man X on stream sometime, because yeah, I really like Mega Man X. I just need to get a console and the game and everything out from storage. Oh, there's something in my eye. It makes me keep winking. I'm trying to think if there's any characters I thought were girls but were actually guys. I know there are some, but I just can't think of any off the top of my head. I think there was a while, I think it was Breath of Fire 3, I thought Tipo was a girl. I don't know. Oh, well, I mean, Persona 4 has Naoto. But... Naruto's the only girl worth romancing. Really? I liked Rise from out of the group. I think my favorite girl is probably Rise. Or Yukiko. I liked Yukiko too. Sorry, Chie. Rise was my least favorite. Why was Rise my favorite? I thought Chie was pretty good. But honestly, like, Chie was more like, for other people than me, I feel. Because I was just sort of lukewarm on Chie. I think I'm trying to think of why I liked Rise aside from the fact that she was cute. She was cute and cheerful. Yukiko is boring. But Yukiko puts on the funny glasses and laughs, doesn't she? I forget, it's been so long since I played Persona 4. I mean, to be perfectly honest, it's more a matter of I didn't feel that strongly towards any of the characters in Persona 4. Like, I liked them. I thought Kanji was cool. And I kinda liked Adachi. Persona 4 had the worst cast in terms of romance options. I could see that, honestly. Persona 3 was probably better. And I don't know about Persona 5. They ruined one of the girls in the remake of P3? What do you mean by ruin? How'd they ruin her? Change her dialogue entirely and both the JP and EN side for the worse? Really? She's a gambling addict now? What was she before? I don't remember. Don't listen to Muns? Alright. I'm currently not listening to Muns. Don't worry, your secret is safe with me. Yuko? Unfinished link, but it seems mostly the same. Definitely differences if you go back and look. Well, that's unfortunate. I need to get better at Japanese. I probably need to put a little more daily effort into getting better. Well, it's already an hour and a half into the stream and we just ended up Zatsudan, which is perfectly fine. It's kind of what I expected. And I also started an hour late, so I think this was a decent stream. Let's go back over to the let's see. Alright, how was that adventure? Well, we're back home at our, with our familiar pumpkin Christmas tree. But yeah, I figure, we can, have a different change of setting every once in a while, you know. I'll spruce it up a little bit more so it's easier to go in and out of, with the ASMR additions, but I'm glad people had fun. Next stream is tomorrow. We'll be playing some mahjong. And what else? More shapes, I think? I think it's more shapes. But anyway, thank you all once again. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening. Yup, it's shapes, okay. And I will see you guys later. Oyakumi nasai. Let me Otsukumi and bye bye.